We are live. Welcome to the Avatar Slang Podcast, your go-to destination for deep dives into the realms of fiction and all things nerdy. I'm joined by my wife, Carmen.
Hi.
So we are here today to argue and fight on camera.
Okay. Go ahead.
Nah, I'm lying. That wouldn't make for a good show. We already have love and hip hop and all that, and that's not fiction, or is it fiction?
Love and Hip Hop.
Yeah.
It's scripted reality.
Oh, that's fiction then.
I mean, they're dysfunctional on and off camera, I would assume, just like everybody else.
So it's like when Snoop Dogg is playing himself in the movie.
Yeah, probably.
Like, I mean, when is Snoop Dogg not the same person in these movies? Like, is he usually playing himself?
Yeah.
No shape or form?
hmm
Okay, so we're really here to talk about Dune 2. I'm not gonna lie, I didn't expect you to watch that and enjoy it.
Yeah, so I think it seemed so original that I felt like it was something I needed to know.
hmm
When there are stories that remind me of other stories, I'm not as interested.
hmm
But with this one, I said, oh, I'm seeing a lot of references to it,
hmm
random worm costumes. And like, I kind of want to know what's going on. Like,
Wait, you were really seeing that?
yeah, no, like Halloween costumes. And at first, the only thing that I could think of was like SpongeBob when they had like the worm. So
I
I
think that
just,
came from Dune.
yeah,
Yeah,
I
because
didn't
Dune's old.
realize.
Dune's from like the 70s or 80s.
Yeah, no, I didn't realize anything.
Okay,
So that's why I watched it.
okay.
You went and watched it. And that's when I said, oh, let me watch the first one and go see the second one.
hmm
So,
See,
yeah.
I didn't watch the first one in theaters actually.
Where'd you watch it? On TV?
HBO.
Yeah, I think
Yeah,
you told me that. Yeah.
because at that point I wouldn't have went without you. Because
Mhm.
yeah. So the first one was cool. It felt like an intro. This is my opinion. It felt
Mhm.
like an intro, but the second one was to me like like masterpiece, or at least very close to it.
Mhm.
Um, yeah. I mean, what you think?
I really enjoyed the first one, and I think I enjoyed the first one more than the second.
Really?
The only reason is because I watched them so close together, and so with
hmm
the first one, it was just like the the opening of a fantasy world to me. Like it was all of those things
hmm
happening at one time.
Okay.
So I'm learning all of these details. I'm learning like things that people can do. I'm learning why the eyes
hmm
are blue. I'm learning about the religion,
hmm
the spiritual side of things.
hmm
And as the plot's opening up, it's
hmm
all very new to me. So there's that magic. Once I saw the second one, I was just ready to connect some dots.
Okay.
I'm like, what's happening next, right?
hmm
So maybe I was a little greedy, where I was like, I'm just here for my information. The
Okay.
first one, I walked into it blind, and it was just so amazing. So
Okay.
I think that's why the first one's going to be my favorite, and especially because I watched it so long after it came out.
Yeah. Okay.
So privileged
So
in that way.
you basically enjoyed the world building in the first one, like them building something you don't know.
Yeah,
And
yeah,
second,
exactly.
okay,
Mhm.
and the second one's just a follow up to what you basically know.
Yeah, like I had questions that were answered.
hmm
But that's why I like the first one more.
Want to know something funny? We say that,
Mm.
and that's why I don't rank everything because they're really one story. Like initially, I think in the so ironically, your uncle, he's into
Mhm.
all the same stuff I'm into. He you laughing at me getting phone calls in the middle of this?
No, Michael said her.
Her like the singer.
Yeah.
Oh, so side note, Michael, a partner to this podcast, he was on last time. Thinks my wife looks like her, the singer. I don't fully see it, but I see how he says it.
We got the forehead going on.
It's a forehead.
Yeah.
I thought like to me it's more cheeks.
His cheeks.
Yeah.
Mm.
But what was I saying before you start laughing at Mike?
I don't know. You were no,
Oh,
you were
one
talking.
story. Your
Yeah.
uncle. So he he told me that he liked the original one better. And when I mean the original, I mean the one from the 80s.
Yeah.
And that only matters because the one from the 80s covers what part one and part two covers. But they
Mhm.
do it in a short amount of time.
Got it. Okay. Maybe I need to watch that.
I don't think you do.
Is it something that we can find? Gotta go to the library.
It only came out in the 80s.
Oh,
You can
black
find
and
it
white.
in
I
the
don't
80s. Wow. Black and white in the 80s.
Are we over?
Yeah, eventually.
Okay.
So I did like, I'm a big Avatar fan. I mean, the show's called the Avatar Slang Podcast.
Can't spell slang without the ang. Haha.
I don't like you. So Dune pulls me in because it's like it does what things like Avatar and Star Wars does. It has fictional, um, it's sci-fi fantasy, but also has in-world politics. I love that kind of stuff because it's funny to see people argue real life politics and then watch Dune, X-Men, Avatar and argue for certain things. I'm like, you don't even know what you're arguing. Your fictional politics don't match your real world politics. So clearly you never formed your own opinion about the real world. You let other things dictate what you think.
I gotcha.
Yeah. So would you rewatch Dune?
No, yeah, for sure.
Would you rewatch Dune too?
Yeah, I think they're both very rewatchable movies. They're very long.
They are long.
And I've had this conversation with other people where I'm saying like I've been to plays that are the same length of time and there's
when you say plays, you mean like people on stage?
Yeah.
With like no effects?
I know, like live plays have effects. They've got the police systems for when someone's flying. They've got fire. They've got what's it called? Pyrotechnics.
You know what? While you're on that point, that's why Tyler Perry sucks.
What?
Because
he doesn't have effects?
No, effects couldn't save him.
Okay.
He sucks because plays save him, and people go to these movies and be like, "Oh, they're not as good," but he got the energy from the plays, and his plays are so much better. Those plays suck.
Yeah,
they suck. That has nothing to do with what we're saying, but I had to throw that in since Medea is a fictional character, and that fictional character sucks. I threw your whole thing about plays.
No, that's okay.
But so you watch plays?
Yeah, I've seen quite a few plays.
I should watch some plays. I just don't. It's never been on my radar.
I'm trying to think. I've seen one musical, and other than that, everything that I've seen has simply been a playwright. So it's been good though. I really enjoy them. I really enjoy the animation because.
Are you speaking Armenian to me? What happened to a playwright?
No, like just plays, just not plays that are not musicals. That's it.
I could do that. I could do that way before musical.
Yeah, I've only seen one musical, and it wasn't the worst, but it was my limit. It was Sister Acts. Now it was the off-Broadway Sister Act. Okay. So the songs were different. The premise was the same, pretty much, but other than that, it's just been plays. I very much enjoy plays. There's nothing like having the reaction of everyone and the actor feeding off of that. That's really cool.
That's actually pretty cool when you put it that way. Okay. So I wanted to transition to our next topic, but not yet. But plays is going to get me there. So to wrap up Dune, we both agree that Dune is a classic. Would you be interested in seeing a sequel to Part 2?
Yeah, I'll see whatever they put out.
Oh, it got you like that. Like you're interested enough to see whatever they put out.
Yeah, honestly, it doesn't take a great deal of interest for me to want to see a movie in theaters. I'm open-minded enough to give things a second, third chance. Yeah.
So, what would make you check out? It has to be like trash. Have you ever checked out a movie series before?
I'm thinking. I don't believe I have.
So you're not like me.
I can find something.
You know what?
Now, what I will do is I'll see it and then I'll say I didn't like it, and I could go into it thinking I'm not going to like it. But
I mean, like you see 2 of the movies and you're just like, I'm not seeing 3 and 4. I'm good. That's never happened to you, or you can't think of that?
No, I don't believe it's happened to me. Okay. I'm thinking of movies in my head right now, and I can't think of one where I saw 2 and wasn't hell bent on seeing 3, 4, 5, 6.
Probably Scream.
I didn't see Scream in theaters for one.
No, I don't mean theaters. I mean just seeing it, period.
I never saw the full movie Scream. Remember when I was growing up, there were rules about certain movies. That was one of them.
That's fair.
I get what it was. I saw a scary movie before I saw Scream.
I might have too, but that's because I was little.
Mm-hmm.
What about I guess Halloween's before our time, so that don't even matter.
You know my thing about scary movies. I'm just not interested.
That's why. That's all.
Yeah, you don't have to do like maybe if she likes the first one, she'll like the second.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not gonna like the first 5 minutes. Like I'm not gonna like it. I don't like scary movies.
Scream's not scary.
I'll never know.
Okay.
Yeah. I saw like small scenes and it was enough where I was like, yeah, he's gonna kill her.
Okay.
Like, that's great. That's every day. Like.
So, what's your favorite part about Dune 1? What's your favorite thing about it? Not part. I guess you already said the world building, right?
Yeah, the world building, obviously, and understanding like the blue eyes and you know that.
All right. Okay. What was your favorite part about part 2? I feel like that was a loaded movie in a different way.
Yeah. Spoiler alert, 15 seconds here.
It's an old movie anyway.
Yeah. So my favorite part about Dune 2 was probably the process of I don't remember his name before the Freeman, but he's Maldiv. Now that he's with the Freeman, right?
Are you talking about the main?
Yeah.
About Paul.
Yeah, they call him Maldiv.
No, I'm saying that's his name. Atreides. Paul Atreides.
So his mother, Jessica.
Yeah, I never remember her name.
His mother, the pregnant chick, when she goes through the enlightenment process of becoming Reverend Mother.
Yeah.
And her child, I think her child name's like Aaliyah or something like that.
Yeah.
She gains communication and they're able to communicate. And I thought that was really cool because it reminded me of Twilight.
That's another topic in another segment because I want to talk about Twilight.
But yeah, the baby in Twilight, while she was pregnant, the father, being that he reads minds, was able to communicate with the baby. And so that was just like a little perk for me when I'm like, I'm into that.
I hate everything you just said.
I'm sorry, I know you would, but
I mean, I like that you said it though. But I'm just like, wow.
But yeah, so I knew she was gonna survive it because it was too early in the movie for her to just die after drinking a cocktail.
Isn't that what? I mean, if it was Game of Thrones, she would have died.
And it wasn't Game of Thrones. And that's how
Dune.
It's not as crazy as Game of Thrones. We're like, you like this character, they mean everything to you, they're dead. But
Dune has the potential to do stuff like that.
Okay, maybe in Dune 3 we'll see it. Maybe Paul.
Because there's like 12 Dune books or something crazy.
Okay, I'm excited for that. I didn't know that.
Okay.
But yeah, so that was my favorite part. Just like figuring out, because I wondered how is this going to work. For Dune 1, and correct me if I'm wrong. Dune 1 is where he put his hand in the box, right? That was my favorite scene from Dune 1.
Okay.
Yeah.
I actually forgot that happened because I ain't seen it so long. Because I was really here to talk about Dune 2, but I like your takes on Dune 1.
Yeah.
What was your favorite thing about Dune 2?
Sorry.
Stop reading comments. She's reading stupid Mike's comments.
No, it's not. It's just a lot of people. No. My favorite thing about which one?
Dune 2.
Dune 2? Okay, so I'll say this.
Or things you liked.
Things I liked.
Favorite. Yeah.
Okay, so how do you call it when they're riding the worm? What's it called? Driving, steering, riding.
They're riding that worm, whatever.
I'm sure that's not how other people might say it, but yeah, like.
I will look it up. Keep talking.
Yeah, the concept of that and the fact that I didn't know about it before, like I didn't know about it. Obviously, I wasn't alive in the 80s. It was just so cool. I'm like, this is so cool.
Didn't Sandy Cheeks do that on SpongeBob?
I don't remember, probably.
When they finally
it would have been from Dune. And I wouldn't have known.
I mean, it's before our time.
No, it's like there was a song, I think it's 21 Guns. When I was listening to it, my mom was like, how'd you find this song? I'm like, this is a new song. She's like, no, it's not.
Oh, I see what you're saying.
I'm like, what do you mean? So it's like, I never really know where the song started. And I'll think that I'm listening to something new and it's a remake. And in one way, it's a little disappointing because I thought I knew something I didn't. But on the other side, it's like, oh my goodness, I have something else to pour into. Like, I could go watch this thing from the 80s and probably enjoy it. And I would like the idea of doing 1 and 2 fitting in one movie. Because it was long.
I like it better this way.
Yeah, well, I was home for Dune 1, so I pressed pause a lot.
Well, I want to chime in and say it's called worm riding.
Okay. They're riding those worms. Huge worms.
Are you able to handle this?
No.
So definitely saying she's got that from Paul Atreides and the Freeman.
I am shook that Sandy Cheeks was riding a worm, and they just got away with it.
What do you mean they just got away with it? In what way? She rolled an animal.
She sure did.
What?
She did.
All right, let's move on. You get on my nerves. So, but see, you haven't think about Twilight. You had said something about plays and stuff earlier.
Mm-hmm. How much I like plays, or how we should have intermission in long movies, because that's a thing.
You know what? Let's go back to that.
Okay.
It's better for movies to be fleshed out. If you gotta have multiple parts, then have it. But like sometimes movies are rushed and make them trash.
Okay.
Very. Yeah, I think it's better that it was a part 1, part 2, because all that could not have been crammed in one movie.
No, babe, I'm saying for each movie, part 1 and part 2, there should be an intermission. Movies are
I was going back to your old point.
Okay, because I'm like, movies are getting longer, and
movies are always long.
Like I always have to figure out what dark cave scene I'm going to run to the bathroom.
Well, movies were always long.
No, they're longer. They're longer now.
So Titanic, what was that?
That was long. It was like 3 VHSs.
That happened like 27 years ago.
What? Yeah, I mean.
So you're saying longer
But
now.
that was special for that. Like other movies weren't like that.
I think you're comparing now to the late 90s when these movies were like.
I am. No, I am.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
But there was long movies back then too, just so you know.
Yeah, I'm not saying they didn't exist.
Mm-hmm.
So the long movies are not the ones I saw.
So you're saying
it feels like I see many movies.
Want to know why?
And they're all long.
Because of me.
Yes, you're putting me in these situations to see movies with no bathroom.
I'm putting you in situations to enrich your life.
That's fine. I need a break.
You need a break from enrichment?
I need a break.
Maybe you're not ready to be enriched.
That, you know what? Maybe I'm not ready. I'm just doing my best. It's hard. It's like, it feels sometimes like it's a 4-hour movie.
Oh, now you can say the word hard, but you can't let a cartoon be a cartoon.
No, I barely got through that. Just saying that. I almost laughed.
So sick. The Jackson movie is long as hell. That was actually a mini-series. That was actually a mini-series. That's why I was wrong. But by the time we got to it, they combined it as a movie. But it came out like the day by day, like a new edition movie.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So you said you like plays, and just one play in particular that I stay here on all the time during lockdown. Hamilton. Oh my God. Why would a person, and the way when you like something, when you have like you attach to things in a way where you don't like anything else. So it's so sick. You're like that person who listens to Chance the Rapper album and listens to No Problem over and over. Mm-hmm. You actually do that with music too. So what am I talking about? Mm-hmm. And you didn't realize I wasn't fully into musicals, so you were like, look at this part, look at this part.
Yo, it's the best.
And at one point, I was just like, nah. The thing is, Hamilton, what is that? That's noise.
Nah, that's from Hamilton.
Noise.
1, 2.
You know something? It's not that Hamilton's dad ain't that rewatchable. Like, it's rewatchable, but you take rewatchable to a different level.
I can watch Hamilton once a week. I stand on that. Once a week. I'm gonna get that rap down too. Like,
all right, let's transition to Disney Plus while we're there. You also spam watch Recess.
Yes, I did.
That's a good one. At least it's different episodes.
It's a commitment. I wish they would put film on there.
That whole 2000s era actually isn't represented well on Disney Plus. But so give me Disney cartoons you like. Doesn't have to be a long list, just the ones you like.
I want to make sure I don't slip up and say something that's not Disney because I'm being recorded.
No, that's fine. It's not. I know more than my audience anyway.
Lilo and Stitch series.
That was a good one. There's Stitch hanging out in the background. They can't see it though.
Fillmore, obviously.
Is Recess your number one?
Recess is my number one.
Okay.
Then there were some shows that I wasn't sure if it was PBS or Disney because I had one Saturday morning and all my other cartoons came from PBS.
Let me tell you.
Like Chalk Zone.
Chalk Zone was CBS.
Okay. What was the show
Nickelodeon on CBS.
with the math?
Wait.
It was math? Yeah.
Wait. I have a question.
That's CBS, right? No. That's PBS.
I have a question.
Okay.
You out here watching
Clifford.
Can I ask the question?
Go ahead.
You out here watching Chalk Zone?
Yes. Do you remember the episode where they had to they were erasing the universe and they had to bring back? They had to draw it all over again.
Yeah. That show not.
What channel was it?
Nickelodeon.
Okay.
But then they had the Nickelodeon CBS thing.
Oh, so I caught it on Saturday or after school.
Yeah.
That's all.
No, mostly Saturdays.
Yeah.
But Chalk Zone was not a classic.
Animaniacs. WB17.
That's good. That's my era.
Yeah.
That's my wave.
Yeah. That's So Raven was on. She wasn't my favorite. I really liked Recess.
So did you So Michael, I don't know why my comments not popping up, but Michael said Weekenders. I still watch Weekenders. What?
I said thank you, Lucille. Chalk Zone was that.
Yeah, I read what she said now.
She said Chalk Zone was that shit. She's right.
She's also a little younger than me, and girls watch trash anyway.
Mm.
When y'all was young, y'all was watching some trash.
Yeah.
Yeah. Y'all watched Little Bear until y'all 10.
Which one was Little Bear?
Nickelodeon.
Mm.
Little Bear. So you really like Little Bear past kindergarten?
I didn't see Little Bear till I was 11.
And you enjoyed it then? What?
I watched VeggieTales. Let me tell y'all about some VeggieTales.
Wait, no. I'm still no. ADHD. That's supposed to be me, not you. You was really watching Little Bear?
I saw Little Bear. I didn't have a problem with it. No, I'm sorry.
So
and
boring.
Franklin the turtle.
Franklin?
Yeah, I was fine with
Let's go back to Disney. You make me mad.
That's fine.
So did you like Pepper Ann?
I love Pepper Ann.
I could do Pepper Ann.
Do you remember?
It wasn't my favorite, but Pepper Ann was cool. It was cool.
This is a distant memory, but do you remember Maybe Long Stockings, the cartoon?
Yeah, why was that?
Where was it?
I don't know. That's like a figment of my imagination.
Well, it was real, and I enjoyed it wherever it was. I don't know how I saw it, but I saw it. I watched Pepper Ann recently. I think you know that.
Yeah.
It's good.
You just watch the things because it was animated.
Well, I mean, when it comes to shows, I like the throwbacks. It feels like the childhood trauma.
You're not listening to what I asked you.
What?
I said you was just watching things back then because they're animated. I'm not talking about Pepper Ann. Pepper Ann is fine.
I didn't like all the animated shows, no.
Just the boring ones.
The one Saturday morning ones, obviously, I saw because it was on Saturdays. I made sure I woke up for that.
You might be related to Mike.
And then I think that's it.
No, you know what? You're not related to Mike because Mike was watching the old stuff, like Darkwing Duck. Which is a good show. It's just a little random for our age group.
Yeah, I didn't really prefer it.
Oh, you actually acknowledged it and said no?
Yeah. No, I didn't like all of the animated shows. That's the thing.
Because it seems that you're damn it, I'm about myself. Because there's Mike makes fun about Darkwing Duck. Oh, it's like a running joke in the friend group that he's the Darkwing Duck fan. And the thing is, it's not a bad show. It's just old, so a lot of us missed it. It ended in 94.
Yeah. I was more of the person who was rewatching the VHSs and stuff because I didn't have cable.
Nope, I'm not gonna lie. Being cable back then was hard.
Yeah.
You have no idea what I mean.
Being cable-less back then was hard.
Yeah, because being cable-less now, no one cares. It's like you just punch it on the internet. Being cable-less back then was tough.
I remember.
Like I remember I'd be cable-less for like a little bit, and I'd be like, wow, like just throw me in the middle of the Sahara right now.
Wow.
Like
you were me for a little bit.
I was you like sometimes I'd be cable-less for like 4 months, sometimes I'd be cable-less for like a week. But being cable-less for like 6 years is nuts.
It's nuts. It's the least nuts thing about my childhood.
All right. We're on a family podcast right now. But this is a family show.
Okay.
So you was watching
Michael bringing DuckTales and Darkwing Duck shirts.
So you watching Top Zone and stuff, and you got cable and Little Bear was a treat?
No. We didn't get cable. We went somewhere where cable was, and that's when I saw Little Bear. I'm thankful.
So that was really a treat. You didn't know it was going to be yours. It was a pleasant surprise.
Yes, I'll say that.
That surprise not pleasant. You know what was really bad? When you had a half day from school and you thought you could go and watch Rugrats, and you're like 7, so you thought you had the common sense to be like, the world is different when you're at school. So you come home, you think about to watch some Rugrats and Hey Arnold, and this Little Bear crawling through a log for 30 minutes. He's like, well, come with me, Duck. Oh my God. Like, Little Bear would crawl through a log and brush his
junior television.
And brush his mom's hair. And the episode with his head. And I was like, who is paying for this and who is watching this?
You know,
and one of the sick part, hold on, I'm cooking a little bit. The sick part is I was fed up. Like I was like 15. No, I was 7.
Wow.
I was 7 being like, wow, my life sucks.
Oh, your life.
My poor life. I had cable and I still couldn't find anything to watch.
It's hard. It is.
Oh my gosh. But yeah, I'm sorry. The whole Little Bear thing just gets to me.
Yeah, no.
You have something to say?
We all go through our struggles.
I mean, looking back, it was a struggle, but it was annoying.
You know what though? I really enjoyed the animation that I got from PBS Kids. Like I
ain't gonna talk about that.
Clifford's Big Red Dog. I really liked Curious George when that came out.
What?
I don't care. No, I don't care. And we weren't 15 when it started. But yeah, I like that too.
Curious George? What?
You want me to look it up for you?
No, I know because my little brother used to watch that. He was 4.
Sorry.
You're like 11 years older than him.
You have to understand. You know my cereal thing. You know my animation thing. These are all things that children enjoy, and it is the child in me that I serve.
I know, but the fact that he's trying to be like, I wasn't 15 when it came out. Are you sure? Maybe I've just seen him when I was 15. And I mean, you talk about someone feeding animation things. I have a whole wall of animated things. So I get it. It's just funny. Okay, so the whole thing on PBS is my sister watched it, and I used to be like, this isn't bad for it to be PBS. And at the time, I wasn't that tolerant of it. Like, when it was boring, but it wasn't like trash. I just didn't want it. Now that I'm older, I can see the value of PBS, especially since like I saw what Fred Rogers went through to get that stuff on air.
Yeah, for real, PBS Kids.
So there's a place for it. I just didn't want it when I was 11. Like the shows were quality shows. Some of them were trash. I ain't gonna lie to you. Like Barney, after a certain age, you don't need Barney. Sesame Street, legit. Between the Lines. I didn't like it that much at the time.
You know, the cliffhanger.
Cliffhanger was actually annoying. Once I got off the cliff. All right, let me explain this thing. There's a show called Cliffhanger. It wasn't a show. It was a segment.
Yeah,
the segment with In Between the Lines. and my sister will watch it, and Cliffhanger will be on a cliff because he was stuck on a cliff and he had to read like these words or something. One time he got off the cliff finally, and he had like anxiety being off the cliff, so he went back on. I want to throw that TV out the window. Cliffhanger, hanging off. Why do you bring it up? You know what? Yeah, Between the Lines is an X for me.
Oh, okay. I like it.
Next, Clifford. I was happy a cartoon was on when I have cable sometimes. Then I'm watching it, I'm like, wow, this is boring.
Oh, gotcha.
It wasn't trash. It was like boring. I wanted to watch like Dragon Ball Z.
Yeah, because you had options that you were exposed to. So you desired them. That makes sense.
Yeah, I was trying to watch like Dragon Ball Z and Zoids and like even Sailor Moon. I wasn't really trying to watch Clifford. Although Clifford was voiced by two legends, Kel Mitchell and John Ritter. John Ritter is from Three's Company, and
That's interesting. I didn't know that.
He's on another show. He died on the show like mid-season.
Yeah, I didn't recognize Kel Mitchell's voice.
He was T-Bone.
That does make sense. Yeah, that's really cool. There's someone else on there that I knew by their voice, but I can't remember who it was. But there was a character on there that I was definitely like, yeah, I know that's you.
I only know John Ritter.
I think it's the purple dog, the girl.
Nah.
What was I about to say? Dragon Tales.
I thought you were about to say Dragon Ball.
Why would I say Dragon Ball?
Why would you say Dragon Tales?
Because that show was everything to me.
Dragon Tales?
Yeah.
I walked in one day in like 2020, maybe 2019, and our niece was watching TV, and I was like, "Who put this on for you?" And she was like, "Auntie Carmen." Dragon Tales? Now Dragon Tales was boring.
I wish with all my heart. The flower dragon in Atlanta Park.
This is in Atlanta Park?
Yeah.
I thought it said in Atlanta Heart. That show sucks. Let's move on.
Okay.
While we're disagreeing on interest, think about why would I say Dragon Ball? Dragon Ball is one of the most influential shows of today's media.
But you know me. You know me. That doesn't sound like something that I would say.
You shock me sometimes. Like you liking John Wick that much?
There's shock and then there's impressed.
I'm impressed with John Wick.
Okay, but I'm never gonna impress you on a Dragon Ball Z level.
There's no John Wick and Dragon Ball similar levels for my interest. Let's get into that Twilight thing.
Okay.
What is Twilight? Go for it. Like, what is that? That's like WWE.
What do you mean by that?
It's like people love it, but it's nuts.
Okay.
Like y'all don't even care that the quality is anything. Y'all just into it.
Here's the issue. When you say we don't care that the quality is anything, we're just into it, you're twisting the fact that we don't actually see the quality as a problem.
Wow, so y'all are nuts.
I think it's a great movie, and you don't.
You know what?
That's the thing. Like, I actually enjoy. They actually make me happy.
So here's the thing.
You're just like.
I know. I actually think the world building is decent. Oh, you about to blow up. I actually think the world building is decent in Twilight. It's more it's the way the movie looks. Like when you were like, you kind of set me up for failure. You showed me what was it? The final fight scene. And I was like, what is this?
It was everything.
That fight scene sucks.
It was everything.
That fight scene sucks. Like
I went after school and watched it alone.
I'm happy you had that moment, but
it was
you still in that fight scene post Avengers.
It was just everything here.
Like post Avengers, you can't be showing me nothing like that. That's like trying to show someone like Raz Cass after they experience Illmatic. That's not even a good example because I don't know none of Raz Cass music. That's like showing someone like
you gotta put it in like gospel music.
No, I don't know that. That's like showing someone the Sugar Hill Gang after they experience Illmatic. You know who the Sugar Hill Gang? The hit? The hot? You know who they are.
No, barely. Like it took me a second.
Okay, but you know that.
I know now. I know right now.
Okay.
Yes.
You listen. You hear the Sugar Hill Gang, and then And one day you're dropping 94, you listen to Outkast, Nas, and you're like, oh, these new cats took rap to the new level. You're not trying to listen to hip the hop no more. That's how you hit me. I had to be there for Twilight initially. So yeah, no.
Michael said Married with Children was good.
Married with Children?
Yeah, it was a show.
Why do you bring it up?
Probably because you hate it, and you probably mentioned it.
I don't hate Married with Children.
It seemed like it.
You hate stuff like that. You hate sitcoms. No, you say you hate stuff, and then when I be watching it, you be laughing.
I'm weak. I don't know. I'll tell you.
I'm weak?
Yeah.
What's that mean?
There's some things I genuinely don't enjoy, like when I'm thinking about it, but once I'm there, it's like, yeah, this is cool.
I can see that.
I can rock with it.
Because you was cracking up at elementary.
Yes. And I would never turn it on.
Okay. Some things are like that for me. Like, I wouldn't have turned on Gilded Age if I didn't see you watching it, but I also didn't know about it.
Yeah.
But now I'm interested. But I'm different. I could be like, you know what? I took a new leaf. I'm going to watch this. Like, there's a list of things you pretend not to enjoy that you enjoy.
Sure.
I'm going to do it. Pop Star Never Stop Popping. The one when Usher was watching the pop band. It was a parody of like pop bands. It was a parody behind the music.
Okay.
And it had Usher and 50 Cent all them in it.
Yeah, it was like hard to watch.
But you cracked up most of the movie.
No, yeah, it's awkward.
Okay.
It makes me laugh. Yeah. But I definitely wouldn't ever click on it myself.
Okay. You also pretended to not like Everybody Hates Chris. That joint had you cracking up while you was half asleep.
Yes.
The part with she remember when he got in trouble? His mom they implied that I'm gonna beat him, and he just started screaming. So that happened, and that's how the show ended. He just hear him yelling.
No, I don't remember.
It that everybody hates Chris. And he just started dying. Oh, I didn't even know you was awake.
Yeah.
Okay.
Probably a flashback.
This is a family show.
It's a family. Your friends didn't get beat by their moms?
This is a family show. My aunt just logged in to watch, so behave. Okay. Everybody Hates Chris is a classic. One of my favorites of all time.
Yeah.
Next, what did you pretend to not like?
I don't think it's pretending. Don't say that.
For the sake of a podcast, it is.
Okay. I'm a liar. Go ahead. What about?
No, I forgot it. I wasn't prepped for this. I didn't do my prep work for that. Okay. Back to the Disney thing.
Okay.
So you do have some taste with the Disney shows that I experienced on cable.
Yes.
The PBS I can't rock with. So you just missed out on the whole Nickelodeon thing, or you jumped on a little later? What was it?
From what I hear now, I missed a lot of Nickelodeon. So like the things that people have in their like sacred memories of childhood when it comes to Nickelodeon, I got bits and pieces. There were some times that I was over at my cousin's house, I might see something.
But you see,
because they didn't have a one Saturday morning, so I didn't get a chance to catch things like Disney. The movies, obviously, like I don't think Nickelodeon didn't have. Did they really? I know they had Rugrats, and I saw that on VHS.
They released way less movies than Disney.
Yeah. So anything that my cousins had on VHS that was like a Nickelodeon something, I would see it because if I saw them in the evening or slept over, that's when I would see it. So there's some things I know, and then there's some things that people have much better memory of where I'm like, oh, I was not exposed to this at all.
Because you got cable later in your life, so you got on board with like
consistent cable. Yeah.
Yeah.
Like I spent a week in Florida at my aunt Cookie's house, and I remember she had cable, and that's where I learned about like Dora the Explorer.
Okay.
But I was the second oldest there, so like Dora the Explorer was on for Andre. And you know our age difference.
Yeah.
So, but that's I was like, oh, Spanish. There's a show for that. I had no idea who Dora was, and apparently she'd been on for years.
So you hopped on basically the SpongeBob Fairly Odd Parents era. Did you watch any of those?
Yes.
Which one? Both?
Both, yeah.
When did you fall off SpongeBob?
I fell off SpongeBob when I went to college because I wasn't paying for that shit.
Okay, fair.
Yeah.
But we kind of hop back on because we watch on Hulu when we get a chance.
Yeah, for sure. Now I watch. I really thought SpongeBob was like overish. I didn't know they were doing.
There was one funny thing when you were like, "I watched every episode." I was like, "I don't know, Carmen." You're like, "No, trust me, I watched every episode." But in that moment, I didn't realize you thought it was over.
Yeah,
I'm like, yeah, Carmen, I don't think nobody's watched. Like, I think 10% of the population watched every episode of SpongeBob.
I mean, there are some shows where I've said that I watch every episode, and I mean that.
No, I know. With Family Guy, you really did, but that's your favorite show.
And all the Law and Orders.
I believe that too, which is nuts, but I believe it. But SpongeBob is like, and it felt like you would have fell off, but Law and Order, I mean, I've seen you binge it, so it makes physical sense.
Every branch.
All right, let's move on.
Let's talk about Law and Order.
There's nothing to talk about Law and Order. Like you know why I get down with when it comes to that kind of stuff. Yeah. Like I'm more of a boss kind of guy. Like in the beginning, they play jazz music. That's more my way. What?
That show used to start.
And back when you didn't even get it, it was probably so random for you too, right?
Yeah, no, it was. And I was like, this isn't his thing. What's going on in there? Like,
yeah, because for some reason you had this idea that I was only into action shows and stuff. What's wrong with you?
A lot.
I remember when the Mike's house, some of these people only watch explosions. Like I wasn't in the middle of a botch marathon. You just forgot for a second.
I did.
Okay.
There's was in the botch too.
What?
There are explosions in Bosch too.
Yes, what's explosions? Gilmore Girls.
Did you watch that?
Gilmore Girls? I had a sister, so yes.
Wow. I had a sister.
But you're also a woman, so it doesn't really matter.
We were watching that shit.
I know, but she was. I'm saying she was watching it mostly because of her female interest. She watched Gilmore Girls, and I just remember seeing them talk at fast pace, and I didn't know what was happening. I remember nothing about Gilmore Girls.
I was watching One-on-One, Girlfriends.
Yeah, because you're black. I get it. Girlfriends.
What was that show?
That's my top 10 sitcom list.
Were stepsisters?
No, they had different dads.
Okay,
and different moms, half and half. That shit was
half and half. What else? Judge Mathis. It came on after.
I said fictional shows, Carmen.
Okay, I mean like
that's reality.
Super fake.
What? No, explain that more.
He came on after Half and Half, I believe, and that's how I caught him. But SmackDown was my favorite, which is also not fictional. So, and WWF, not that WWE crap.
Both suck.
No.
I'm not even going to say they both suck. I just don't get it. I'll be honest. Like I feel so bad because I feel like a lot of people are into comic culture, also into wrestling. I just don't really get it. Like I hope like it's like honestly I feel bad admitting that. I have a lot of close friends who like be showing me their wrestling belts and stuff, and I'm like, I don't even know what they're showing.
Yeah, it killed me that they were in town and I couldn't go.
Oh, I don't know that.
I know you don't, but it would have made me happy.
I'll talk about my personal.
Yes, that's true.
I'll talk about my personal grief, and you made it about yourself.
This is your show. I'm sorry.
It's called the Avatar Slang Podcast, not the Avatar. It's not called Mr. and Mrs. Slang.
Yeah. I'm not going this shit over.
Where'd you get that from? What's that from?
Huh?
What's that from?
I don't know.
Because you say that a lot.
I say it a lot. Because I will.
No, you won't. You're like the nicest person ever.
No, apparently not.
What?
I am nice. I would never knock your things over.
You wouldn't
got nice things also.
You wouldn't delete save data.
I don't know what that means.
You know how like when people get mad, like when women get mad, they do things to PS5s and like they delete the person's 2K or something.
When women get mad, they do things like delete data,
like
from video games.
Yeah, something the man worked hard on to build, and they delete like the person's player or their season.
You know what though, baby? That would be so disrespectful to myself to stoop to that level.
Oh my gosh, here we go.
Absolutely not.
Here you go.
Because I'm not going out like that. I'm not.
Here you go, the self-respect thing.
Yeah, sorry.
I believe you. I was just saying that you don't even do stuff like that.
Yeah, I would never damage your shit. For what? Like,
well, some people want to call that physical damage, which is why I'm saying you wouldn't even do that, and that's not physical damage.
No, that's intimidation. It's a woman's strongest attempt at intimidation.
Let's move on.
I think, right?
I don't know. I ain't gonna get into all that because I'm not Kevin Samuels.
But no, I wouldn't. I'm not one to. I couldn't imagine. That would break my heart. That'd be hurting my best friend.
Homosexual.
What? What did you say? What?
Oh, I'm too African for all that. You try to be sentimental in front of America. America, you see what this woman tried to do to me? But anyway, okay. So you got the Nickelodeon. When did you fall off Fairly Odd Parents?
When I went to college.
So it's like parallel with SpongeBob basically because they're the same era.
When I was so I remember I don't know when Secret Life of the American Teenager came out, but there was a time when I was watching both animated and live action shows.
Like a lot of us teens. Yeah.
In the beginning of middle school and all of middle school into high school, I only wanted to see animated things. I was trying to hold on to that like part.
You keep saying that like people don't watch cartoons.
No, but like I mean like that was the only thing. And I would rewatch the same thing. It wasn't like, oh, it's on right now, I'm gonna watch it. No, I would just watch as much as I could. Or I wasn't watching anything because I really got into reading.
Want something crazy?
What?
I'm into reading a lot too now. I don't know if you noticed that.
I know that you listen to the books. I didn't know you were like physically like, But when I was in...
You get on my nerves. You don't even get it. You get my nerves. Keep talking.
What?
Keep talking.
But no, when I was in like 8th grade, I think it was, I started to actually like really get, that's what it was. So after 8th grade, I went to high school and I became a member of the National Honor Society.
Nerd.
Yeah. So we were required to do community service and I chose to help out at the library. And one of my tasks was to decide if we needed more variety of books. So I really got into reading, and all of a sudden, like that's what I was into. Yeah, it was really nice. I found a lot of good authors, and I don't know. It was just I had the option to watch TV when I was in high school. I lived in a home that had cable, but all of a sudden, I was into this other thing. So
couldn't juggle it all.
I just had more interest in books. But yeah, once I went to college, I wasn't watching. First of all, I wasn't hardly watching anything. I was just trying to survive. So, but definitely.
How do you get here on a time? This is a family show.
No, trying to survive as far as like studies are concerned, like being overwhelmed with work, so you didn't have as much time to watch TV. That's all.
Yeah. See, that's why you have to have ADHD like me. I could only do work if the TV's on.
Okay. I just listen to music. I would just listen to music, like to do work.
Music?
Yeah.
What does that do for someone?
I don't know. It creates a peaceful environment.
I don't even know. I need chaos. I need the explosions from Bosch that you think exist.
Do you ever listen to Piano Guys?
What? Are you speaking Albanian to me?
No, I'm not. So
Piano Guys?
So it's a group of, I think it's just 2 guys. So one does like the cello and one does the piano, and they play instrumental covers of songs that you might enjoy, and it's easier to study too. I'm not.
I've heard of that.
Yeah, I'm not like a Beethoven or Mozart, but because I studied music for like 16 years, I got really.
Look at me. I studied music.
It does nothing for me today, but I got really into the idea of it bringing me like some level of like we're studying now because we're listening to music. And it kind of sets your mind into a space, almost like sleeping. Like some people need white noise, brown noise, whatever, so that they can relax. And I think studying is easier when you have that that kind of like I do the same thing every time. Like people who go to the gym and watch a show only when they're at the gym, if they really want to watch that show, they got to go to the gym. And so I really like piano guys, but I listen to them when I'm doing emails or studying or anything like that, so that it's like kind of like rewarding.
Okay.
Yeah.
I do lo-fi.
What's lo-fi?
It's like a sub-genre hip hop. So it's like what some people do classical music when they're studying.
Okay,
So I do
yeah.
lo-fi. It's like supposed to be calming. It's supposed to be you can listen to it like before you go to sleep.
Mm-hmm.
But I do lo-fi. Because of basketball season, most of the time I'm watching basketball.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, that's what I do to study. Basketball or something. I don't watch a show that I'm interested in when I'm studying.
Mm-hmm.
I do something old, like remember that Avengers show I used to watch? It had that hard rock song.
Was it animated or was it?
It was animated.
It's animated?
Yeah. And you like that song again. Hold on. I'm gonna find that joint.
Okay.
But yeah, I do that. Like shows I already watched but really enjoyed.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, Leanne's watching. Hi, Leanne.
Hi, godmommy.
Hey, Karen.
Ooh.
I'm not you. But yeah, I kind of lost where I was going. Oh yeah, so that's why I did the study. So can you give me credit for pulling you into the whole Marvel thing?
Yes, you have all of the credit for pulling me into the Marvel thing. I definitely would not be interested in any of these movies if I was not with you.
So basically, you would have been a loser.
I would have been a loser. I was a loser before you. It's only because I'm with you that I'm not a loser.
I hate when you do this.
Mhm.
Oh my gosh. You're supposed to say you're just supposed to say yeah.
Take a bath so I can have something to drink.
What does that mean?
Like people who drink your bath water. But no, I would have seen it here or there, but I really appreciate how I kind of see how everything's connected because I actually do like it. And I don't think I would have been able to sit through the many hours that it's been for me to watch all the movies that I missed and then also like go to all the movies that were new.
Want to know something funny?
So I like it.
Technically, you're behind again.
I am. I know. I'm always going to be behind.
No, you were actually ahead at one point, but the shows is what made you
I haven't
behind.
seen all the old ones.
I gave you the essentials.
Mm-hmm.
But and then you got confused on which ones you watched after a while, which is fine because there's a lot.
Mm-hmm.
Which one's your favorite Marvel movie though?
My favorite Marvel movie?
Mm-hmm. While you're thinking, I'm gonna cook for a second. I remember I kind of want you to be like, I didn't care how much you was into it. I just want you to try it. I fell asleep watching Iron Man 1. And you're like, I was on the edge of my seat. I thought the guy was going to get Tony. And I thought that was so funny because I'm like, you know Tony's alive in the current movies now. But that's how you know you're really pulled in. And I didn't expect to be pulled in. I thought you was just going to watch to get through it. You talk about something, I was really into it. I was like, oh, okay. But at that time, I didn't realize he was really into action movies, period.
My favorite, here's the thing. So, like, I would say Black Panther is my favorite, just across the board, no doubt. However, the entire movie of Black Panther is right up there with the scene from Infinity War.
So maybe,
do you understand?
To be fair, I know exactly what you mean.
Okay.
I listen to too much podcasts, so I get exactly what you're saying.
Yeah.
So, if we're being politically correct, your best movie is Black Panther. Your favorite scene comes from Endgame.
Yeah.
Okay.
But I like that scene from Endgame more than movies that I like.
Really?
Yeah. Like, I mean, like, it's that strong for me. Because the thing about, like, Black Panther was cool because, like, I could, just from, like, getting my degree in Africana Studies,
I
could
understood
see
the conflict.
I know, but I understood how much work went into, like, them respecting the very, like, traditional aspects of the cultures that they cultivated for it. The costume department, ridiculous. Like, everything, the way that they did the language, like, everything was so well thought out. And everyone makes mistakes, but the attempt to be respectful was so heavy. I was able to, like, enjoy it on an educational level, but it's also very special that, kind of like Family Guy, even if you're not affluent in the joke that they're making, somehow you still laugh. Like, you don't have to understand it completely. And so
you can't know, pause you right there.
Yeah.
So it's kind of like how I'm laughing at the Robert Lozier joke, and I am 15, black in West Philly. I don't know who the hell Robert Lozier is, but yet it's still funny.
Yeah,
like that.
And honestly, if you did, once you look into it, you're like, oh, it's even funnier now.
Yeah.
So I really appreciate that about it. But when he's just like on your left in Infinity War,
did you not?
People lost their fucking mind.
But you didn't fully understand what that meant.
No. Okay. See, I didn't, and I still enjoyed it.
Enjoyed it. Not to nitpick on you, but like I, as a Marvel person, after meeting some like my newer friends since 2019, I didn't realize that like what I consider common knowledge in the comic world isn't common knowledge of other people. So I want to say, I'm only asking because I'm very interested in the perspective. Do you understand what on your left means now?
It's from Captain Marvel, right?
Captain America.
Yeah. I'm sorry.
Yeah. I knew what you meant. I knew what you meant. But yeah. See, I because I crammed these movies on you, I'm not sure what you're able to pull. If that makes sense.
Yeah, no, I got it. Yeah.
Okay.
By the way, Michael said that he's also a loser. I'm not alone in that.
I don't even know what he's referring to when he says I'm
what I said I'm a loser about the things that I enjoy.
Oh, yeah. Mike.
More picks.
So to the audience, Mike and Carmen have some crossover. Like they're both losers who think. Well, no, Mike came around. He understands my Pikachu perspective. You're nuts.
About what?
You don't understand how someone could think Pikachu and Mickey Mouse in the same realm. You're nuts.
I know. It's okay.
But okay, so I do like it. I really enjoy your Black Panther explanation. I loved it so much that maybe me and you need to do a episode just on Black Panther. Like literally just 30 minutes on Black Panther. And the rest of it's something else. But what I liked about Black Panther was they respected both sides of the debate.
Sure.
It showed how a lot of Africans don't even know what's happening in America, and why should they? Like, they're not in America, because the truth be told, we don't understand. There's certain countries in Africa people don't even know exist.
Yeah.
So, I respect that. Like they just did so much research to make it feel respectful on both sides. Like, I get Killmonger's point, whether he went about it right or not. I fully get it. Like, very valid issue. I get the issue in African culture, how you can't get people to see what you're saying, and they might have an established tradition, but the tradition doesn't serve anybody in today's world. Yeah. Like the established tradition is we stay away from the Western world no matter what. And truth be told, in some ways they were right, because when Africa misses the Western world, the resources get taken. And in Black Panther 2, who's the enemy of Wakanda? Who's the villain in the movie besides the people from the ocean? The United States government. They were the number 2 enemy in the movie. So in a way, they had a point. And them exposing themselves got the queen killed, technically. So I get the point. So Black Panther being your one of your favorite Marvel movies makes a lot of sense. Now, quick question. I'll put you on the spot. You know my favorite Marvel movie. You don't have to get it right because there's a lot. But what do you know?
Captain America Winter Soldier.
That's my favorite movie probably of all time, because you get the things. It's like Jack Ryan. It's like any other spy movies, like Mission Impossible. It's like, it sounds crazy, but it's less crazy than Mission Impossible. Like, Mission Impossible was with regular people. Like, I like the whole spy thing they got going on. I like the character interaction. It's just perfect writing. And let me tell y'all something. This white man is my favorite man. Like, this man is better than white Jesus. I mean, white Jesus ain't real, so that's why I can say that. So this white man means everything to me. He's one of my favorite characters in fiction. So her nailing this is very important. Had she not said the right answer, I would have lied. I would have lied, but she nailed it.
So who's to say you're not lying now?
I just pulled out an action figure and not even know I was going to ask this question. I'm not lying now. I pulled out an action figure.
You did.
I don't have anyone else around me. So that's how you know this is the only action figure I really care about.
Mm-hmm.
Everything else is just props. So this is my boy.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, my favorite movie. And without this, people don't realize. Like people say, oh, he's just a Boy Scout. He's just a patriot. It's corny.
Mm-hmm.
Without this guy, we don't get Black Panther in the capacity we got him.
Okay, yeah.
That's because true. Black Panther debuted on his movie.
Yeah.
I'm gonna rewatch this movie now. And without this guy, we don't get Spider-Man. I mean, we get him in some form, but we got him through this movie. Let's just say that.
Understood. Yeah, I didn't realize. That's cool.
Yeah. Spider-Man and Black Panther came out in the same movie.
I really like how they do the Spider-Man movies. It's really good.
Really?
Yeah.
Did you know Spider-Man was my first favorite character before?
No.
Yeah. That's I'm always Spider-Man for Halloween.
It's a good one. I'll probably be Storm again.
I'll just buy you a Spider-Gwen costume so I can see your butt.
Spider-Gwen? You like that costume?
You don't like it? It's like a classic.
I don't know how recognizable it is. Maybe the kids recognize it more than me.
Into Spider-Verse is a very popular. It's like one of the most popular movies of all time. It's selling so much toys for people. I didn't realize we were going for hours. But yeah, so yeah, it's a Spider-Verse. Matter of fact, let's talk about that. Okay. The idea, like my perspective on what's popular, is very warped because I work in elementary school. So you don't think Mickey Mouse and Pikachu can't be in the same conversation? True or false? I don't want to throw that on you. That's not true. Because you just say that at one point, but I can't tell if you're being funny. Yeah.
Unfortunately, no, I do not think that they're in the same conversation.
So I will say that sure, I see your perspective because Mickey Mouse has been around longer. But it's two ways to measure popularity. There's recognition and there's likability. I think recognition, Mickey Mouse has the edge because once you hit a certain threshold, someone doesn't even know what Pikachu is. So maybe my mom, your grandmother doesn't know who Pikachu is.
Okay.
Or someone in that age group. But there's retired people who fully know who Pikachu is. She would have
to have forgotten who Pikachu is. Okay. Because she did buy a lot of Pokemon cards back in the day.
My mom bought me a lot of stuff. She don't know who Pikachu is. Okay. My mom's not the best example, to be fair.
Yeah.
Because she just bought me stuff because I liked it. She ain't trying to soak it in. I'm just saying that's not always.
Sure, I got you.
Yeah. So I think likability, Pikachu might win because I don't feel like my generation grew up with Mickey Mouse the same way. Like we grew up with Mickey Mouse for sure, but we didn't really watch a Mickey Mouse show until House of Mouse. Okay. That was when we were like 11, 12. Pokemon hit us in like 98. We were 7. So they hit us with video games. Also, not everyone went to Disney World. Like, that's not a thing for everybody. There's a lot of people who could have played Pokemon and don't even care to go to Disney World because it's just like whatever now. And Pokemon is the highest selling merchandise for animated characters. But I do think in generational being recognizable, I don't think like Mickey Mouse, I could see the case for that very easily. Like everyone knows Mickey Mouse. Like people like me being active is funny. Some people's word for cartoon is either Muppet or Mickey Mouse. Like, you know how we call it chapstick, even though that's the brand?
Yeah.
For some people, that is Mickey Mouse. So I do get that point.
Yeah.
Like, they call cartoons Mickey Mouse.
Yeah.
Whether they speak English or not. So I do get that. But I do think Pikachu is like a lot more likable for a lot of the population. And if we're doing worldwide, Pikachu has Asia. I don't like that.
Yeah. Pikachu, I mean, like Hello Kitty and Disney are all over there as like the heavy hitters.
Say that again.
The three of them.
The three. So you said Pikachu, Hello Kitty, and who?
Disney. They have a theme park on it.
Yeah, that doesn't mean they're the most popular. I mean, Superman's popular. He don't got no theme park.
He does not. He has a ride at Six Flags.
That's a ride, but that's not a theme park.
It's a Dorney Park.
No, you had it right. Six Flags has the WB people.
Mm-hmm.
So what I'm saying is people be like, people don't go to see these people, right? I'm like, a theme park is the only way to measure someone's popularity.
No, of course not.
But I had someone hit me with the people don't go all over the world, come from all over the world to see Pikachu at a theme park, and it's like that's very true.
The thing is, for me, it feels as though Disney is very commercialized.
Oh, it is. Don't get me wrong.
For example,
I'm talking about Mickey Mouse.
Yes. So the symbol of Mickey Mouse is Disney Channel.
I think meant that vice versa.
The symbol of
Disney.
Mickey Mouse, no. Like I'm saying, like
oh, okay, I see what you're saying. I see what you're saying.
So like, you think of how many people have made the shape of Mickey Mouse's ears and everything, and that's
you sat down and made Mickey Mouse ears before?
No, I'm talking about on the commercial.
Oh, the commercial where they do the light stick.
And when you watch Disney movies, the Easter egg is the fact that there's Mickey Mouse signs throughout the movie. You can find them.
But that's an Easter egg. That's so ultra specific and niche.
It is so common.
I don't think you use an Easter egg though.
Okay.
I do agree with the Mickey Mouse light stick though.
Mm-hmm. So there are products. Like I understand completely that Pikachu is very popular.
Well, what's his name?
Pikachu.
Why do you say it like that?
I don't understand how I'm saying it.
Say his name again.
Pikachu.
Pikachu.
Yeah.
You say Pikachu.
Huh?
Say it again.
Pikachu.
You say it like you're him.
Oh, I'm pronouncing it the way that he would pronounce it.
Like he's a Pokemon that doesn't speak English, so he goes Pikachu.
Because that's
it's really
name.
It's Pikachu.
No,
so, as someone who watched the show way longer, you gotta trust me on this one.
Wait a minute. He has American people that are saying his name, but he's the one whose name it belongs to, and he's pronouncing it away. And I'm not.
I watched both the dub and the sub.
Okay.
When Ash says Pikachu, he just says Pikachu.
Yeah, because he's always saying it. Like he's American, so he's not going to say it.
And the sub also.
Yeah, because he still has to stick to the fact that he's not that culture.
Ash?
Yeah.
Ash is Japanese based.
Yeah, but the way that I think I'm confusing it.
No, I'm saying like I've seen the Japanese versions on Netflix. And I don't understand nothing else, but when he says Pikachu, it sounds like Pikachu.
What I was trying to say is that Ash and Pikachu say his
Why do you keep having that accent on the
I'm not trying to, but I'm saying they say it differently, so I don't understand
why. They?
Ash?
The way Pikachu said it, that was only like up to Pokemon Yellow. Like he's been saying it the normal way since.
The normal way.
Like the last time he said that, Pikachu was still Chunky Pikachu. Do you know who Chunky Pikachu is?
That's the only one I know.
So the Pikachu behind me is not the one you know?
What's the difference between Chunky Pikachu?
Chunky Pikachu is really like stubbier. Like he's like.
I probably don't know the difference.
So Chunky Pikachu was like back in like 98 to like 2000.
Yeah, that's right.
This Pikachu is slimmer.
Okay.
But Pikachu lost weight. Okay.
So lost weight. It's crazy.
Everyone?
There's a lot of characters.
Because of Ozempic. Ozempic?
Yeah.
Ozempic or Ozempic?
Mm-hmm. Okay. Ozempic, yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah, man. And as the time goes on, I think it's unless Mickey Mouse comes out with a banger cartoon. Oh no, Mickey Mouse Clubhouse is a banger. But I think he's gonna have to grow with the kids, like as they get older.
Mm-hmm.
I'm taking Pikachu.
Yeah, I mean, I don't see Mickey feeling like he has to do anything because
they don't have feelings. They're animations.
Like he's Disney.
And Pikachu's Nintendo.
Okay.
That matters, and you know it.
No, I actually didn't know like Pikachu had anything to do with Nintendo.
Oh my god.
How?
Nintendo created Pikachu.
I didn't know that.
Huh.
There's a lot I don't know.
There's a lot I don't know, but remember, sometimes you don't know what other people know.
Mm-hmm. Now you know. That I don't know.
So, yep. So Nintendo, Disney, and that's both brand things. They're both big brands.
Mm-hmm.
I'll say this though, Disney's not fully built by Mickey.
Okay.
Don't get me wrong, you need Mickey for Disney, but there's a lot of things they got going on over at Disney. I mean, lately they've been using Star Wars and Marvel to make money.
Mm-hmm.
Hold on, we'll see who on here. Oh, all these text messages. I always have them on podcast. But we've been going for a little bit. So, favorite movie Black Panther. Your favorite show Recess. Her next show, what was that again?
I don't think I said one.
All right, give me one.
Well, wait. Was Fairly Odd Parents on that, or was that Disney? Okay.
Disney Channel. Let me stop.
I'd probably say them.
Okay.
Yeah, why not? Oh wait.
Wait, Fairly Odd Parents was SpongeBob?
SpongeBob. Yeah, SpongeBob.
Okay.
Jimmy Neutron wasn't that bad either.
It was good. You know they got canceled for like dumb reasons?
What?
Their studio decided to make a video game, and the video game got them bankrupt. Or something crazy like that.
Okay.
So
I don't miss them, but
I don't think I'll miss them either. But now we don't get the ending that says, "Hi, I'm Paul." Remember that, John?
Oh, it's a random memory.
Is it random? I feel like it's like a big deal.
Mm-hmm.
But also, my sister watched it a lot more than me.
Yeah.
Yeah. Or maybe I was watching it and I'm blaming her. Whatever.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So we're done the Pikachu debate.
Yeah, I don't think it's one of those things that you can ever like.
Oh, I don't think it can be proven. I think it's a good conversation.
Yeah, exactly.
It can't be proven because it's like I don't believe sales determines fully everything anyway. Sure. Or else I'd be saying Drake's the GOAT, but I don't talk hip hop on this podcast. That's on the sister podcast, Three Guys That Common Sense. Yeah, it's not all about sales, it's for the conversation. I'll be honest though, I didn't like that when you was like, I don't even see it. And I was like, you were there for Pokemon craze.
Yeah, I can't.
Pokemon Go?
For you.
Pokemon Go?
I know Pokemon Go.
That took over the country.
Yeah, it did. It is one of those things that we just will not agree on, and that's okay.
I was trying to make you agree.
I mean, like, to the point that if you point something out that you think is a point, I don't even. Yeah.
Carmen, shut up.
So
I don't even know what you're telling me. I don't even know what you're saying. That's the main reason I said shut up. What?
Like, the things that you say when you're like, oh, this is why I have a dog in this fight.
You get on my nerves.
I'm like, you don't even gotta.
You get on my nerves.
It's like,
you get on my nerves.
Yeah, I don't want to upset you. So, like, I don't want to.
No. You don't even know what would upset me in this case.
Yeah, there's no way on God's green earth that Pokemon could ever be.
We're a generation that cares about Goofy more than Mickey Mouse.
I'm not worried. I'm worried about the world. And you said that goofy thing before, and I think it's goofy of you.
Yeah, I think it's goofy of you. You think it's so clever. We care about Goofy movie more than anything Mickey Mouse has ever made.
That's because Mickey Mouse don't need to make nothing. Mickey Mouse got his.
Now you're lying. You're a liar. You're a liar. The best thing Mickey Mouse did was in the thing no one even knows about, Kingdom Hearts. King Mickey is when Mickey Mouse is real.
That's not the best thing Mickey Mouse ever did was build Disney World.
He didn't build it.
That's what it
the
looks
engineers.
like to me.
The engineers did.
It looks like he did.
Cinderella built it.
It looks like he did it all.
His
face is on everything.
He's not even the most important mouse.
Nobody's wearing Cinderella ears.
Yeah, they are. They're not even. He's not even important. No, most important mouse. Like more people watch the Rescuers than Mickey Mouse.
What?
The Rescuers.
We're not. It doesn't even matter about watching.
That's all that matters, actually.
No, actually.
Before Mickey Mouse Clubhouse, he was a no-show.
Honestly, the idea. I'll tell you.
Mickey Mouse is like that really cool dad. He sounds like when he's there, he cool, but when he gone, he gone.
This is what it sounds.
That's what Mickey Mouse is.
This is what it sounds like. Okay,
I don't care what it sounds like.
Week. It sounds like.
You don't even know what you're saying.
It sounds like you don't think bottled water is a thing.
What are you
and
telling me?
Bottled water is not that popular.
No, that's
there's other kinds of water. Sure,
but no, it's not the same thing at all.
Mickey Mouse is the bottled water.
It's not the same thing at all.
I'm very sorry.
That's asinine.
I'm so sorry that you fell down this rabbit hole with me. I hope we get out of it. But
what are you even telling me?
No, Mickey Mouse, I do believe him to be far more popular than anyone in Pokemon universe. Right?
But
if you even follow the universe.
Here's the thing. I know more about Pokemon than you. So how would you know? Because you sound lost right now. That's how Pokemon goes.
I guess I'm lost. I guess I'm the average person who doesn't know about
Pokemon is too popular for you to be like, I don't know about it. People know about Pokemon.
Some people know, but your world is.
I've done polls now.
Yeah, was random people, but what I'm saying is,
and as time goes on,
we're thinking about everyone that's alive, right? We can't just kill off all the old folks.
I consider that. It's on the recording.
Yeah. But I'm saying, I really, it's just one of those things. It is so healthy that we're able to think two different ways.
I don't like where you're going.
No,
you have to do that kumbaya stuff.
No, we don't need that.
That's what this is. You have to do what Mike calls the Martin Luther King thing.
It's so healthy.
Oh my
gosh. That we have different opinions.
Oh my gosh.
And I'm okay with that. The fact that you have that in you and you think that way about Pokemon, I'm totally fine with it.
You want to know the crazy part?
It doesn't bother me.
What's the crazy part?
What's the crazy part?
I don't even love Pokemon. I just know the truth.
However you feel about your truth, that is yours to have. And I'm so happy that you have it.
You sound like someone who's talking to someone who came out the closet. I'm just about Pokemon.
Yeah.
So you're trying to say...
And you're brave.
You're trying to say only gay people like Pokemon? Or you're trying to say like Pokemon is the equivalent of come out the closet?
No,
you are disrespectful. You are getting canceled.
I'm not saying any of that. I'm saying
we live in a world where elementary schools like Mario more than Mickey Mouse.
Okay, that's okay.
Do you know that Despicable Me is the biggest animated film ever?
No.
You didn't know that?
No.
You got a lot to learn.
There's a lot of them now.
You got a lot to learn, Carmichael.
Carmichael.
Yeah. Like in your son? I'm your sensei now.
Oh.
I'm your Sifu.
What's that mean?
That's like the sensei in Kung Fu.
Okay.
Sifu. That's a Sifu. Sifu.
Yes.
Did you ever watch Kung Fu Panda?
Yes.
Remember this little guy named Sifu?
His name was Sifu?
That's what he called him.
Yeah. I mean, they're all Sifu. Yeah.
You didn't even know what it was.
Because you didn't say Sifu. You said a different word and it confused me because those are...
You're always confused. Let's move on.
Okay.
Some people confused all the time. Your brain should have all correct. That's why AI is going to take over, because you can't autocorrect nothing. And you're supposed to be smart. And you are smart, but your autocorrect don't work.
Oh, no. Okay, I'll do better.
No, just take science.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so we could do some wrap-up topics real quick. Some wrap-up. Okay. Favorite... Oh, man. I was about to ask. Favorite rapper? You can skip. We go back to it. I know your favorite rapper. You're about to piss off America.
Well, that's really convenient because I don't care.
Just say it.
My favorite rapper is probably gonna be.
Let's say something like Eminem or Cardi B.
The guy from Hamilton. Diggs? Is his last name?
The guy from Blackish?
Yeah. What's his name? Yeah,
that's not a real rapper.
He's a real rapper. Don't.
All right, man. Oh,
no, I do love Eminem. I'm not afraid of anybody. I love Eminem.
Oh no, I'm fine with Eminem. But I live in the real world. They don't.
Okay.
He's not my favorite rapper, but
I like Eminem. I like honestly, I like.
You look like a Lotto fan.
You know what? She's not bad either.
I was joking.
I like her too. Okay. Oh my god, I love Meg Thee Stallion. Come on, like
she's just there for me. I don't like. She
is me.
You're nothing like Megan Thee Stallion.
Okay, thank you. But yeah, I like her. I like her a lot.
Okay. Favorite movie. Mm-hmm. Oh, I gotta give you credit while we're on movies. You're the reason I like John Wick.
Great.
I kind of skipped over by accident. Mm-hmm. I was like, oh, that looks interesting, and never watched it.
Favorite movie. What's a movie that I just watch over and over again? That'd probably be it.
John Wick 2. At one point. You did at one point.
No, that doesn't come close.
I don't know.
Movies that I watched over and over again.
We could come back to that one.
It's a list. So all of the twos. So Beauty and the Beast 2.
What?
Pocahontas 2.
You watch all the middles?
Little Mermaid 2.
Oh my gosh.
Lion King 1.5. Yeah.
It's Lion King 1.5. That's one you watch way too much. I thought you were nuts.
Boy, let me tell you.
Lion King 1.5?
Let me tell you. I love that.
You're so weird.
Ooh, and Lion King 2.
You're so weird.
Deception.
I don't know what that means. I have no idea what you're saying.
Lion King 2. He's getting kicked out.
Let me tell you something. I didn't realize when I was young that I didn't care for the songs. So I got older and I realized I didn't care for the songs. I watched all these movies multiple times. I don't know none of these songs. When the songs came on, I kind of like floated somewhere. Like I didn't really, and then the movie would come back on.
I love them,
and the songs weren't bad. I just didn't care. Then, like the Disney songs are technically good.
Yeah, no, I think Lion King 1.5 is definitely there. Excuse me. Yeah,
I think that's the movie. Okay, yeah,
for sure.
Okay, I'll give you one that you. She had no prep for this, by the way. Favorite Marvel superhero based on the movies. Like it has to be from the movies. So you can't say Storm.
Marvel superhero. I think that's from the movies.
Yeah. The ones that all connect. So that no Storm. Wolverine counts now that he's in Deadpool.
It wouldn't matter anyway.
I know. I'm just at the disclaimer.
Okay. Favorite Marvel character. It's gonna be. Yeah, Black Panther.
Good choice. Dumb question. The OG Black Panther or the new Black Panther?
What do you mean by that? There's 3.
There's 2 Black Panthers.
His dad was the first one.
I forgot.
Yeah.
So
when you say OG, it made me think.
Well, the OG is from years ago. I meant between T'Challa and his sister. You know what? You could just give me the answer. This is why you get my nerves. You knew what your answer was. Just give me the answer.
I actually don't. I didn't start thinking about it. I wanted to make sure my options were.
Anyone in the Marvel Universe.
Yeah, but when you said OG, I didn't.
Anyone in the Marvel Universe.
Okay.
That's a superhero. You want to come back to that one?
Probably T'Challa. I think I like him more than his sister.
Okay. And that's the one we know the most anyway. Yeah. So we got to grow with him. Okay. Give the movie.
I really like the teenage girl that's the Marvel.
Ironheart.
Wait, she's Indian, right?
Oh, Miss Marvel.
Yeah, I really like her too.
So that's funny. Your niece loves her.
Yeah.
I don't think she remembers that she loves her, but remember we got her the toy years ago. But Ms. Marvel was she's a hit.
Yeah, and I really like her.
If you want to sound smart, she's gonna be an X-Men character now.
Oh, great! That's awesome.
Yeah, she's a hit. All right, you answered all the questions. So you said favorite Marvel character, Black Panther. Favorite Nickelodeon show was favorite Disney movie. Sorry, that's why I meant to ask. Lion King 1.5.
I said Lion King 1.5. Yeah.
You did. Okay. Why do you like this?
I'll put it up there with the Extremely Goofy movie, only because I think that those are different
Extremely Goofy movie?
Yes.
The one where he's skateboarding?
Yes, that one.
Why do you like this?
I'm sorry.
I must be drunk. Did you really say Extremely Goofy movie? That's so random.
Yeah.
You skipped the original one for that one?
I like that one more than the original.
So you were like two. You're really one of those people.
I'm one of those people.
Okay. I think this is about to be a good place to end.
Oh, okay.
So, I mean, this was the wrap up anyway, but I just so thrown off by that one.
Mm-hmm.
You told me like the twos, and I didn't take that seriously enough.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
You ready for my questions?
You have questions?
It's my first time on your podcast. How'd I do?
They're really good. They're probably going to ask you, I think even the most views in a while.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
Let's see. What's today? April 22nd.
2 days after 420. What are you asking me?
We've been married 5 years.
Our anniversary was a while ago now.
No, it wasn't a while ago. It was only like a week and a half ago.
That's what I'm saying.
So
how are you asking me about today?
Let me do my interview. This is my turn.
All right, but you stopped talking. I thought
For
you
dramatic effect.
Okay, can you ask me the question then? Or
What's your favorite thing about me?
That you're adaptable.
All right. What do you most look forward to in the future?
Most? I don't know, but one thing is you coming back on.
To the podcast?
Yeah. Going to you want to go to Africa, but that's scary to me. I want to go to Japan though. I want to travel.
Yeah, specifically parts of Africa. Like Liberia. And what is your favorite memory with me?
The part when you said you'll go to Tokyo with me.
Bro.
I don't know. That's too on the fly.
Jesus.
Favorite memory? I guess getting married to you.
Oh, okay. That's very sweet. Thank you.
Yeah, ask me like fictional questions.
Fictional questions?
Yeah.
So I think our questions are different.
All right, well, ask me what my favorite show is, loser.
What's your favorite show, loser?
Oh my gosh. I got a couple. So I'm going to give you the list so the audience gets to know me.
Please.
Justice League Unlimited. Spectacular Spider-Man. Avatar The Last Airbender. Bosch. That's a live action show. And let me throw a comedy in. I'll do Everybody Hates Chris. Carmichael Show. Blackish. Wow. So I gave you 8.
You did give me quite a few. Yes.
Or maybe not 7 or whatever. Anything else for me? I already told you this is my favorite guy in fiction.
What's your favorite theme song?
Ooh. That's a good one. Cousin Skeeter. Because that's a real song, so we always say that's cheating. All That theme song. Sure. Because that was by TLC. Cousin Skeeter was by 702, produced by and written by Missy Elliott. I don't know if it's produced, but written by Missy Elliott. Sorry. You're good. Fresh Prince of Bel-Air. Okay. Another one was not gonna hit. Oh, not a real theme song because it's the ending theme song. Oh, I'll give you a couple. I'll put in Scooby-Doo, the ending, Remember that black girl sung, that black woman sung like she had collard greens boiling in the kitchen.
Mm-hmm.
She had a really chubby arm, but it was like building. Captain Planet, the ending one. Do you know anything about Captain Planet?
No.
Captain Planet, he's the hero. He's gonna take pollution down to zero. You don't know that, John?
No, babe.
Wow.
I mean, I might, and it's just not coming to me.
Okay.
Yeah.
And I'll give you another one. Superhero Static Shock. Ooh, ooh. No.
What is Static
Bell
Shock?
rings back in school, and nobody knows what I do. Okay. Superhero Static Shock.
Yeah, I don't remember. I remember who Static Shock is, and I'm sure that I don't remember.
Okay.
What the theme song looked like.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
And another theme song.
Mm-hmm.
It's barely a song, but that jazz on Bosch. That gets in X-Men theme song. You have no idea what I'm talking about.
I do.
Okay.
Yeah.
So yeah.
That's good.
Yeah. You said 1, I gave you like 6.
Mm-hmm.
But I couldn't skip those.
I really like, as far as being iconic goes, the Spider-Man theme song.
Which one?
No, just like the icon, like
Spider-Man.
Yeah,
Spider-Man.
like that. The way, not even like the way that it fits into things, like if he appears and all of a sudden you hear it,
yeah, they'll
like,
play it like
an electric guitar or something. That is just like, like it's just good.
By the way, she has this thing where she does this sound effect. I don't know what that means. That's what that was this whole time for years? Mm-hmm. That's what you was trying to do for years? The chef's kiss?
So I don't like to just do that all the time. So I'm like going.
It's way more self-explanatory if you do the chef's kiss. You don't even do the guns thing. You're lying
I'm not
to
doing
America.
the guns. I'm pointing. I was like, really?
I really hate the theme song thing because I talk about this with Rory all the time, and I didn't write a list down, and I think there's a song I'm missing. It's killing me.
Oh, you're gonna have to write a list for next time.
I'll do a reel on it.
Someone like Static Shock.
That's Bobby.
Yeah. Oh, that's cool. Hi, Bobby.
You looked at the phone like it's on FaceTime.
Because I was looking to see if I could like see his the profile thing. You know, I'm figuring this out.
So, yeah, yeah, I think that's a good place to end.
Yeah.
Did you enjoy being on? You're not gonna say no, so.
It was fine. It was very nice.
Easier than you thought? Harder than you thought?
About as difficult as I thought it would be.
Really? Because you did really good.
Yes, I did. I think so. But I don't do this. And it's something that I'm fine with looking comfortable when I'm not.
You get on my nerves, but it's a good quality. But it's the way you say it. You're like, you know what you need to do?
What do I need to do?
When I log off, you need to listen to the Pup Named Scooby-Doo theme song. And you're not going to do it. They won't force you.
No, thank you. But thank you.
You're going to do it. I'm going to put it on the TV and we're going to listen to it together as a family.
You can play it.
You and the dog.
You can play it. Should we bring over the dog so people can look at him?
No, he's been on a bunch of times. He's resting.
Wow. You're the famous one.
People know Max. Yeah. You're the rare parents.
I am the rare parents. Okay, hello. Rare parents here.
All right. Well, I want to end there. I'm going to try to get her on more often now that she's got her feet wet. Get your feet wet. I won't say what does that mean, but actually that phrase makes all the sense in the world because it's about dipping into a pool or cold water. So never mind. Awesome phrase. I will have her on more often if I could get her. Okay. I'm on all socials, Avatar Slang. I'm probably the only one who's named Avatar Slang on Instagram, TikTok, and YouTube. This will be on here. And this is also going to be on Spotify and everywhere you can get the podcast on.
Are you going to let me do my outro?
You don't care about none of that, but do it.
Okay. Fine. I'm never live. You'll never see me on here again.
On here?
No, just like on Facebook Live in general. It's never my thing.
Yeah, sure.
Eat protein. Make sure you get all your protein in. Make sure you get outside and touch some grass. Pray on it, stay on it. Stranger danger.
You say pray on it, stay on it?
Yeah, that's important. You got to stay on it after you pray on it.
What if you're like Buddhist?
Meditate on it, act on it, whatever you want to call it. I say pray on it, stay on it. I'm not Buddhist. What's my other one? And love yourself, because I love you. Okay.
Thanks for checking in. We are out.